Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Egypt, there lived a powerful and ambitious ruler known as Pharaoh Ramses III. He was a man of immense wealth and authority, ruling over the fertile lands of the Nile with an iron fist. His reign was marked by grandiose monuments, impressive architectural marvels, and a vast army that struck fear into the hearts of neighboring kingdoms. Ramses III was a man who believed he was a god on earth, and his hubris knew no bounds. He demanded unwavering loyalty and worship from his subjects, and he sought to expand his empire at any cost. He taxed the people heavily to fund his extravagant projects, leaving many in poverty and despair. In the heart of Ramses's kingdom, there lived a humble and kind-hearted farmer named Amun. Amun had a family, including a beautiful daughter named Amina. Despite the hardships they faced under Pharaoh's oppressive rule, they held on to their faith and values. One fateful day, a devastating drought struck the land, and the people cried out for relief. Desperate and starving, they begged the pharaoh for help, but Ramses III, blinded by his arrogance, refused to acknowledge their suffering. The people grew angrier with each passing day, and whispers of rebellion began to circulate. Amun, deeply moved by the plight of his fellow Egyptians, decided that he could not stand idly by. He believed that the gods had chosen him for a special purpose. Guided by their wisdom, he secretly organized a group of like-minded individuals, including skilled craftsmen, farmers, and even some disillusioned members of Pharaoh's own guard. Their plan was audacious: to peacefully confront the pharaoh and make him understand the pain and suffering his rule had caused. They believed that if Ramses III could see the misery of his people firsthand, he might change his ways. One moonless night, Amun and his group made their way to the grand palace, sneaking through hidden passages and evading the guards. They reached the inner chambers where Ramses III slept, surrounded by his riches and opulence. Amun, with tears in his eyes, spoke to the pharaoh about the suffering of the Egyptian people. He pleaded with him to reconsider his ways and to show compassion. Ramses, initially angered by the intrusion, was taken aback by Amun's sincerity and the genuine concern in his eyes. For the first time in his life, Ramses III saw the consequences of his actions. He saw the poverty, hunger, and despair that his people endured. He realized that he had lost touch with the very essence of his humanity. Overwhelmed by guilt and remorse, Ramses III agreed to Amun's pleas. He immediately ordered an end to the heavy taxation and began a campaign to alleviate the suffering of his people. He also vowed to use his power to make Egypt a land of prosperity and happiness for all. Word of Ramses III's change of heart spread throughout the kingdom, and the people rejoiced. They saw in their pharaoh a man who had learned humility and compassion, a leader who had put the welfare of his people before his own ego. Under Ramses III's new rule, Egypt flourished. The land once again became fertile, and prosperity returned. The story of the humble farmer who had the courage to confront the pharaoh became a legend, reminding all that even the most powerful can change when they see the suffering of their people. And so the tale of Pharaoh Ramses III serves as a timeless lesson about the dangers of unchecked power and the capacity for redemption, reminding us that even the mightiest of rulers can be touched by the plight of the oppressed and, in turn, become instruments of positive change.